Let's get on to our show, and I'll have more to say later, but in the meantime, this is Louis Armstrong. Okay, funny playing on the flugelhorn. Anyway, that was Dippermouth Blues. Over a century of jazz has produced dozens, perhaps even hundreds of wonderful trumpet players. whose abilities may have been equal to or even greater than Louis Armstrong's. Guys who could play higher, faster, louder, cleaner, perhaps more harmonic sophistication, etc. But ask any one of them who the most important figure in the history of their instrument is, and the answer is an almost unanimous Louis Armstrong. Notice I say Louis. I always thought his name was Louis Armstrong, but in fact he preferred Louis, so I'm trying my best not to call him Louis anymore. He was also known as Dippermouth, Bucketmouth, Satchelmouth, Satchmo, Satch, and Pops. He died 47 years ago, yet even today he's still probably the most famous trumpet player in the world. In fact, he's probably the most famous jazz musician, and maybe even amongst the most famous people ever. I know if I talk to kids, they'd never heard of John Coltrane. Who's a trumpet player if you ask somebody who knows nothing about music? No, some people maybe, but Louis Armstrong, universal. In my experience. Anecdotal, of course. Yeah. Anyway, where was I here in my notes? Yeah, even today, like many legends, it is sometimes difficult to separate the facts of his life from the mythology. It was commonly believed that he was born on the 4th of July, 1900. However, research has now proven that he was actually born on August 5th of that year. The earliest recordings with his own group date from the mid-1920s. His Hot 5 and Hot 7 recordings are generally regarded by the critics as his best work. His playing is remarkable on these recordings, but to me, they are also a study in contrast, because the way he is playing is seemingly years ahead of the musicians in his band. Maybe it wasn't that he was ahead of his time, but that he was leading his times, because after these initial influential recordings were released, everyone started feeling and playing the music the way he did. It might be fair to say that he taught the world to swing. Our first two selections are from his important period of the mid-20s, and that first piece was the Hot 5. This next one is also from the Hot 5 period, and I'll be attempting to play one of his solos on the flugelhorn. This is West End Blues. button dee dee. Beep beep boop boop ba doo boom. Beep boop 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 doo be doo. Bop bum dee doo da doo. Booby doo boo doo dee dee doo. Bleep beep beep boom. Bleep beep dee doo. Flowers for me.
Yes, they're half price these days.
That's right, they're half price today. In addition to being the world's most important jazz trumpet player, Louis began singing on recordings starting as early as the 1920s. You would never say that he had a beautiful voice, but in the same way that his musicality influenced instrumentalists, his singing style would have a tremendous impact on the development of popular singing styles of the 20th century. Although I'll be attempting to sing on this next piece, there will be no Satchmo impressions this evening. I don't do that.
Come on, Pops.
Boom, boom. What is that? Boom. Selfie time. Oh yes, songs about wasted lives seem to have been popular over the years. For example, the song about the dying cowboy on the streets of Laredo. And Frankie, the young woman who was hanged for shooting Johnny, her cheating boyfriend. This depressing little number is about a down-and-out gambler visiting his prostitute girlfriend in the morgue. We hope you enjoy it. This is St. James Infirmary. So I guess one chorus up front and I'll start singing. 2, 2, 3. Down Old Joe's barroom on the corner by the square. The usual gang was assembled, and Big Joe McKinney was there. He was standing at my shoulder, and his eyes were bloodshot red as he turned to the crowd around him. These are the very words that he said. I went down to St. James Infirmary just to see my baby there. She was stretched out on a long white table, so cold, so sweet, and so fair. let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, she can search this wide world o'er and over, but she'll never find another sweet man like me. Thanks. So, yeah, you just heard two new sides of me. I got my cornet back. It still works. I haven't used this one in about 6 months, and it's been in the closet. Yeah, it's getting a little rusty. Yeah, it's falling apart. However, it's better than nothing. Okay, this next selection is Big Butter and Egg Man. Is a pop tune from the 20s. A Big Butter and Egg Man, in case you didn't know, was a kind of a derogatory name given to like small-town businessmen or farmers who came to the big city once in a while to have a good time and spend lots of money on partying and party girls. Louis first recorded this with the legendary blues singer Bessie Smith, and this is our opportunity of welcoming to the bandstand for the first time this evening our very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Faith Amour.
Thank you so much. It's always a huge, lovely pleasure to be with you in Oakville. In this new location, how do we like the looks of this? Beautiful. All the diamonds. My best friends are all here. They're all here. There you go. You got that one on? You got ready for that one? Our good girl's best friend. A little bit less in the monitor for me, please. Thanks.
1, 2, 3.
I want a big butter and egg man, a great big butter and egg man from way out west. I get so tired working all day. I want a big butter and egg man who wants me to play. Pretty clothes, well, they have never been mine. If my dream comes true, oh, the sun is going to shine. Oh, I want a big butter and egg man, a great big butter and egg man just for me. Yeah. This next tune is from Porgy and Bess, and it's one of the records that Louis and Ella did together. They recorded 3 together, and so this is an ode to that album, Summertime. Yes. Oh, sure. 1, 2, jumping and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, your mom's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But until that morning, there's nothing can harm you. Not with Daddy and Mommy standing by. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take to the sky. Till the morning, there's nothing can harm you. No, no, with Daddy and Mommy standing by, Daddy and Mommy standing by, Daddy and Mommy standing by. With Daddy and Mommy standing by. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. This takes me back to the moments when I was doing an Ella Fitzgerald tribute for a year and a half. This song is one of the places that she spent most of her time with the Chick Webb Orchestra. This is Stompin' at the Savoy.
1, 2, oh, good, good.
Savoy, a home of sweet romance. Savoy, when to hear the glance. Savoy, 'cause I'll be free the chance to die. You're cold just like a clinging vine. Your lips are sweet as water's wine. Your cheeks are soft and so divine. How my heart is singing while the band is swinging. Never tired of romping and stomping with you at the Savoy. What joy, a perfect holiday. Savoy, where we can fly and stay. Savoy, girl, must stay away today. Give it up, 'cause that was really cool. Yeah, 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 I agree. very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome up a beautiful, lovely singer, a friend of mine, and an incredible talent that you have heard and seen before. She has a show coming up next, and so we are giving you a chance to remember or to discover this talent. This is Miss Jessica Lalonde.
Nice, thank you. Thank you. What a lovely intro. This song, so the next show will be covering Gershwin and Duke Ellington with Bruce Cassidy and Ori Dagan. So this song is a cool choice because it was a result of the only studio meeting between Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington, which resulted in a really cool album called The Great Reunion, and together for the first time they did 2 albums out of the studio.
It was such a fine spring day down Louisiana way, with fragrance divine, in such magnificent regalia, oh so sweet, azalea. Oh, what a lovely sight, in red and pink and white. Can't help but believe that nothing evil could assail you. So naive, azalea. You're at ease on the knees of the moss-covered trees, whose tops meet to make a high ceiling in the church-like palm of a cypress swamp. I've yet to get same strange feeling. Oh, I'd like to go back there and find that blossom fair. I always dream of, 'cause with you who could be a failure? My first love, azalea. You're at ease on the knees of the moss-covered trees, whose tops they meet to make a high ceiling in the church-like palm cross unfair. I always dream on, 'cause with you who could be a failure? My first love, my first love, azalea.
If you are a regular patron
Thank you.
of the West End Jazz Series, you may have already recognized our clarinet and sax player. He's performed here on several occasions, and last time, I guess, was with Bruce Cassidy. A wonderful musician. Please say hello to John McMurtry. And that enthusiastic gentleman to my left is one of the most successful musicians I know. He's toured internationally with big bands such as Woody Herman and Count Basie, rock bands such as Lighthouse. He was a musical director on numerous TV shows, including Circus and SCTV. In fact, you gave me my first television series on SCTV. Yeah, I know. Maybe that was the last, come to think of it. And get this, maybe the most important detail he told me when I talked to him earlier was he actually played with Louis Armstrong once back in 1962. 67. I stand corrected. It was 1967. He wasn't even born in 1962.
Who, me or Louis?
Anyway, he's a wonderful musician and a great guy, full of enthusiasm, and it's great to have him on the bandstand. Please say hello to Oakville's own Russ Little. And on piano, an old friend of mine. He's a neighbor. We live on the beach, and we see each other all the time walking dogs. And the guy loves to swing, and he's going to make all of you very happy. He always makes me happy to hear him play. Please welcome Mark Eisenman. And like what you expect from a bass. And Ron was about 100 pounds heavier. Bernstein Clinic. It works. The Bernstein Clinic, weight loss clinic. It's amazing. This is Ron Johnson on the bass. Aretha Franklin, Mel Torme, Natalie Cole, blah, 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 blah. So when Don was telling me the other night that he remembered playing with a very famous musician, it wasn't that surprising. Back in the 60s, Don was doing some studio work, jingles for commercial television, and played on a jingle with Louis Armstrong, right? Now, it's interesting, the life of a professional musician, as I say, the track was recorded here in Toronto, the rhythm section, and Louis Armstrong recorded his track in Los Angeles. So they never actually met, but they were on the same recording, so that's the way it goes. So without...
McLeod, Russ Little, Don Vickery, Ron Johnson, John McMurtry, Jessica Lalonde, Faith Amour, Louis and Ella. What a wonderful room.